Hey guys, welcome back to Defeating Hair Loss. My name is Steve, and once again, I am really having a great day. Bobby D stopped by.
Yeah.
Bobby,
What's up, Steve?
how we doing?
Doing great.
I always need you. Good to see you too. I always need you for the hair. You're my model. What can I say? So looking good.
Appreciate it, Steve.
So Bobby, I think about a lot of things all the time when it comes to hair, obviously. Mm-hmm. And I wore this shirt today not because I'm Superman.
Super Steve, man.
You want this shirt? I think you're more Superman. And Super Steve. So the reason I wear this shirt is because one of my favorite sayings, and I've got a lot of them, is Superman has kryptonite, right? So we all have some flaws. Nobody's perfect. And the more that, and what I've done in my life is, try to not only focus on things that I feel I'm very weak at and improve, and that could be with anything, whether it's personal or business or just social out there or whatever it is, you can always be better and better and better. Nobody's perfect, right? So when it comes to hair, obviously, hair loss is a lot of people's kryptonite. Mm-hmm. So I came up with a bunch of different, things to talk about in regards to which is your kryptonite. But let's start with you, Bobby. Mm-hmm. I think I know the answer to this, so what was your kryptonite when it came to your hair restoration, your hair loss?
Just falling out, Steve. Receding in the front. It was pretty bad.
Yeah. So Bobby's an example. And in my 5 topics of kryptonite, Bobby had hairline issues. And then obviously that's been fixed. Mm-hmm. So, congratulations on that. So Bobby, thankfully, that was it. Now, I'm always going to come around. I'm always going to talk about things when we discuss weaknesses as how to help that, negate that without surgery. And you know what that is, Bobby?
The oral medication.
Oral medication. Yep. So let's keep that in mind. So let's go down the list, right? Mm-hmm. So number 1, crown. Oh, man. The little bald spot in the back. Mm-hmm. Now, it's really interesting because ironically, what I see, and I've been doing this a really long time, is a lot of these young guys or, middle-aged, whatever it is, they have these, just this one spot, but they have no other hair loss anywhere.
I have a friend like that.
So weird because their hair's amazing. So when you're looking at them from this angle, they look no different. Matter of fact, they look, most of the time, ironically, they look even better than most because their hair's really good. And then they just have this island in the in the middle, island in the stream, whatever you want to call it, and it's a bald spot. So that's crown. So that could be a weakness. Now, again, what I just said, we want to make sure we minimize that crown, shrink it as much as possible. Mm-hmm. Maybe get some growth inside, and that comes with
medication.
Oh, Bobby. You're my man.
I got it, Steve. Been hearing it for years.
Medication will really work better on the crown than the hairline. So if you do have crown hair loss regarding your kryptonite, there is a lot of hope for you where you could actually avoid a hair transplant if you want to try to get as close to perfection as possible. Mm. Now, in your case, reflecting back to you again, that medication is an insurance policy for the rest of your hair, but the hairline is different, and we're going to talk about that. So number 2, hairline, duh. And Bobby is the example. He is my dream. Don't take it the wrong way. Bobby's my dream because he's a young man that caught his hair loss early, got on the medication and stopped any more hair loss, protected all the hair on his head except where he couldn't, which had already receded, and the medicine doesn't work as well. So Bobby got the best of both worlds and still does. He had 2 hair transplants in the hairline, outstanding result, really happy with that. And then, of course, we have to protect his hair everywhere else because you know what? Where there's smoke, there's fire. Yeah. So I don't want to scare you or anybody else out there, but these things will creep up on you really quickly. And Bobby's a tall guy, so crown loss, nobody's even going to see it anyway.
Who cares?
But you care.
Yeah, I care. Yeah.
So that's why you stay on the medication. Number 3, in regards to kryptonite, which is a really, really tough one, is diffuse thinning. Now, women majorly, is that a word? Women get a lot of diffuse thinning, which is, overall thinning. So they don't really look any different unless, you stand over them in a real bright light or maybe one of those goofy 7-Eleven cameras that we all hate. But women lose their hair sparsely throughout. They're not candidates for hair surgery. And a lot of men, men can also get diffuse thinning. So when you have diffuse thinning, you are absolutely 100% need to keep watching this channel and get on that medication because the only thing that can help you with diffuse thinning is not hair transplants. It's the medication. A really good laser cap Not these cheap things they ship in through Amazon from China. I'm talking a really good laser cap. I happen to be a big fan of Capillus. They're made in the country. They're made by hand. They have a 5-year factory warranty. So I want you to use it and use it every day at 6 minutes, take the medication, and then we can talk about injectable treatments as well. But these things are all that you have to eliminate that kryptonite, or at least keep it at bay, because a hair transplant's not for you. Number 4 is tough one too, but it's fixable, and that is overall male pattern balding. So let's use Bobby again because he's my model. If he didn't get a hair transplant and he didn't take the medication, the hairline was receding, well, what's next?
Would have fell off, Steve. All of it. Been screwed.
With the normal male pattern balding, Bobby, not knowing your family history or your genetics and how it's all set up, normally happens where that receding in the front continues to get worse, and then you start to see that thinning in the crown. So eventually they meet in the middle, and then you become a Norwood 5. But at a young age, you can have both frontal hair loss and a little bit of thinning in the crown, which is kind of normal. So again, if your kryptonite is overall male pattern balding, you are absolutely a great candidate for
transplant.
The medication.
Oh, medication. My bad, Steve. My bad.
Well, the transplant as well.
Yeah.
But we want to start with the medication. So the medication will fix the crown. Now, it's not going to get it back to where it was before you lost it, but it'll help that crown. We don't want that crown expanding. And crowns take up a lot of grafts when it comes to hair restoration. So the medication helps you keep that at bay, and then you do the hairline like this young man.
Yeah.
Okay. Last one is that's kind of an easy one. If you're kryptonite, so let's just say you got a full head of hair. Everything's perfect. Never had a hair transplant, never took any medication. You are one of the happiest guys out there when it comes to hair. I'm sure there's other things in life that can be your kryptonite. But your kryptonite is bad genetics, like myself. Here's an uncle on this side, bald when he was a teenager. Here's an uncle on this side, bald when he was a teenager. And then a lot of hair loss throughout the family as well. That is a big kryptonite. And what my advice to you is out there, and I've got to figure out a way to get this out to more people, is you need to pick up an insurance policy. And that insurance policy?
The medication.
The medication. The medication. For those of you out there that are, first of all, none of you out there with full heads of hair are watching these videos anyway.
Yeah.
But if you have friends that have bad genetics, I mean, you don't know it, but like, let's say you're a female out there, you're dating a guy, and somehow you're watching this channel. And, you go to your boyfriend's family for, a holiday season for the first time, and like everybody's bald. You're like, oh.
It's just a matter of time.
Like if we're going to, if we're going to tie the knot, I don't want to be married to a bald guy. So let's get you on that medication.
Yeah. I agree, see, because I looking back at it now, I wish I would have taken the medication sooner, because I love my dad, but he's, he lost his hair, and it was just, I feel like it was probably better time for me too, but I didn't take it as seriously. It was like, too late.
First of all, it's never too late. There's always opportunity out there to keep your hair and to fill it or help it. And then, of course, we can talk about hair transplants. I mean, I don't like to keep reflecting back to me, but Bobby and I obviously are a few different generations. And one of the things that I like about it is he's the modern generation where you have some frontal loss. You use the medicine for the whole head of hair. I'm someone that got beat to a pulp when I was very young. Listen,
took for the team.
Took one for the team. Put a wig on my head to cover up my hair in my 20s so I can get through my 20s. Finally, the medication comes out. I got on the medication, still on it, 20 years. Okay. And, transplant-wise, I don't know how I landed with Dr. McGrath for my last procedure with very little donor, but he, redid my hairline. I've had other doctors that worked on me that were awesome as well. They did the best they could, but I had a lot of hair loss at a young age with no medication and not strong donor hair. So I had nothing going for me in that regard, plus going bald. Not feeling sorry for myself. It's just, if I can end up looking like this, I think it looks okay.
Yeah.
There's so much hope for you, you have no idea. So if your kryptonite in any regards is hair loss, keep watching this channel, communicate with me, communicate with Bobby, and don't forget, Bobby on Bobby Dunlap, his YouTube channel, he's got a lot of hair stuff on there too. Okay? Bobby, thanks again.
Yes,
You're
sir.
the best. And don't forget to like and subscribe.